Well, hello, me from the future. You look the same as last time you visited. Still undercover?
That's right. Besides, I have to be appearing to age if I'm meant to blend in. That's such a pain these days. You can't just tell people anymore that you're an angel.
Oh, what would happen if you did?
I get locked up in a nut house.
Are they all atheists then?
No, but most of them still claim to believe in God, and there are churches every few blocks in this city.
Yeah. So, if they believe in God, why did they stop believing in angels?
They didn't. They say they still believe in them. You can do a search on the internet and it'll come up with all kinds of angels and the archangels' names and all kinds of things to pray to them about.
Hmm. Then why would they treat a real live angel so horribly?
They seem to believe that angels are not material. And if they do appear material, they need to have large feathery wings and be all glowing and a bit transparent. So if you say you're an angel but look like a normal person, they think you're just crazy.
Huh. Have you tried saying you were an angel just out of curiosity?
Yep, and I sat in the hospital for mentally ill for as long as I could take it. Then I finally got bored and left. So much for that.
Huh. Could you have performed some miracle to convince them?
If I did that, I'd be in more trouble than just saying I was an angel. I'd be now a threat to national security. I'd be locked up in a military bunker somewhere and couldn't escape. So no, thank you. I just aged gracefully, then faked my death by leaving a suicide note on the beach, weighted by a rock on top of my neatly folded clothes, and then quickly reversed my age and moved to another city or another country. It gets harder and harder to do because of internet and facial recognition.
Hmm. And what is Yavi doing nowadays?
He is a big mafia boss.
He's not playing God anymore?
He still is. He's known as Godfather. Not one word, two, both capitalized. He's like the richest man on earth, pulling everyone's strings. I hear he's now unofficially in charge of the Catholic Church and Trilateral Commission, and all the biggest crime lords work for him too.
I have no idea what you just said.
Of course, those all happen in your future.
Hmm. Do you still work for him?
No, I stay away from him.
He doesn't mind?
If he does, at least he leaves me alone, as long as I don't get involved in anything he's up to. Not obviously, anyway.
Why are you still here on Earth? Why not go somewhere else? Maybe join the cats on their new planet. Isis invited me, remember? Or maybe return home.
How Earth is my home now. I feel responsible over what's happening on this planet. It's all partly my fault.
No, no, it isn't. It's all Yavi's fault.
Kill him. Do it. Before it's too late. Save the world.
I tried once. He disabled my gun before it even occurred to me to use it. You know you were there. And he's so completely remorseless that nothing can hurt him. It seems bad things only happen to people who have some guilt, even if it's only a tiny bit. That tiny guilt is like a crack in their energy that allows for some sort of a punishment to get a foothold. A person who feels no guilt whatsoever is impervious to any harm. The universe protects such a person. If there's a god or a spirit or something, it doesn't appear to care at all about justice.
The concept of justice is man made. You don't expect a wolf to feel guilty for eating a sheep, right?
Mhm. I realize that it just doesn't feel right.
You're programmed, conditioned to feel that way since you were little. You know that.
But but how did Yavi escape this programming so completely?
He's a psychopath.
Ugh, isn't that disgusting? This conundrum.
What do you mean?
When you feel guilty about anything you did or didn't do, you are subconsciously inviting punishment or sabotage yourself because deep down you don't believe that you deserve anything. Is it only the psychopaths that can be happy and successful? How can I get rid of that guilt and not become a monster?
Evolution doesn't care about any one individual's happiness. It's all about the survival of the species. That's why altruism and that annoying susceptibility to social programming is passed on in the genes. Some lucky people, like Yahweh, are missing that gene.
Hmm. He does all that evil stuff and enjoys himself, and I end up carrying all the guilt for him.
That's why you need to kill him for yourself and the greater good. How about poison?
He wouldn't need to drink anything I offered.
Uh, what about some sort of tiny poison dart? Very small, something you could conceal in your sleeves. You point behind him and exclaim, "Wow, look at that!" And you quietly blow the dart at him through a straw.
Hmm, stop it. I'm not a cold-blooded killer.
I know, I'm you. And maybe you could hire a hitman.
I'm incapable of murder or hiring someone to commit murder. Don't you get it? I'm already overwhelmed with guilt. If I did anything like what you're suggesting, I'd have to kill myself too, because I couldn't live with the additional guilt.
You'd be doing the altruistic thing, suffering and possibly dying in the name of the greater good.
Now, let's change the subject. How does your time machine work?
Simple. I use the principle of quantum entanglement, same as we've been using for our phones and email.
Mm, really? But it was tried for time travel and never worked before. How did you get it to work?
They tried to go back into the past, literally, walk into it, touch stuff. That was the problem, see? You can't do that. I can only visit myself because we share a lot of the same particles, and I can't leave this bubble and walk into your room in person. It's prohibited by some silly law of physics, and I haven't figured out yet a way around it.
Uh-huh. Can you visit one of your sons? Don't you share particles with them too?
Not nearly enough. Only 200 cells make it into an egg during fertilization.
Oh, I see. That's too bad. But you'll probably figure out a way around it.
I'm working on it.
Hey, I am curious. In all this time, do I start liking men? You know what I mean.
Not really. I did try, of course. I wanted to experience motherhood.
Oh, so are you a mother then?
Yes, I have a daughter, something you can look forward to. Or not. It wasn't all that craps out to be.
Hmm. But now that you told me that, I might not do it.
I was lonely, so I got married.
Hmm. I think I'll change back into a man to have a family.
Oh, I was curious, you see. I guess maybe now that you're forewarned, you won't bother trying it. It's so much better being a father. All pleasure, no pain. Curiosity killed the cat, as they say.
What? Who says that?
Oh, sorry, I have to go now. Someone is at the door. Must be the postman. See you later.
Later.